This is part 2 of the research essay lecture for English 200. And at the end of part 1, we had started discussing the 15 paragraph outline and what needed to be in the introduction of your essay. I want to reiterate the importance of the introduction, and as a rule of thumb, your introduction should be 10 sentences. If you spend 2 to 3 sentences giving background information to your audience and orienting them to your topic, and then a sentence for your claim, 1 sentence each for each supporting idea, and you could even give one of your main ideas for that paragraph, as well as your counterclaim rebuttal, and finally a transition sentence, then you can easily write 2 paragraphs or 10 to 12 sentences. Since your 15 paragraph outline includes 2 paragraphs for the introduction, you could write the first paragraph could simply be that background information and orienting your audience to your topic, and then begin your second paragraph with the claim statement. Please remember that your claim must be clear, debatable, and defensible, and evoke the audience's interest. The body paragraphs are very important, as that is where the beef of your essay lies. So between paragraphs 3 and 13 is where you are convincing your audience with support. Supporting idea 1 is paragraphs 3 through 5, so focus on making sure that you have at least 2 pieces of research to support that supporting idea, as well as various categories of evidence. May it be personal experience, historical evidence, pop culture evidence, social observation. You want to include as many categories of evidence for each of those supporting ideas as you possibly can, as well as citing 2 pieces of evidence for each of those supporting ideas. And let me make something clear. Each supporting idea needs 2 pieces of cited research. So please keep that in mind, and I will correct that on your instructions. At least 2 per supporting idea. And in text citations, at least 2 per supporting idea to prove your claim. Remember to include the 5 categories of evidence. So paragraphs 3 through 5 is supporting idea 1. Then transition to your next supporting idea. Paragraph 6 through 8 is supporting idea 2. Transition to your next supporting idea. Paragraphs 9 through 11 are supporting idea 3. And finally, rebuke a counterclaim. Now let me say that your counterclaim might fit better in a different part of your essay. So if it would fit better after your first supporting idea, then please put it there. If it would fit better after your second supporting idea, please put it there. This is an outline for your essay, but the most important thing is that you are able to write 6 to 8 pages to prove a claim. And so I have created this 15-paragraph outline for you, but it's not rigid as far as the counterclaim is concerned. You place the counterclaim where it fits best. And finally, at least 6 sentences for a conclusion, and you can separate that into 2 paragraphs as well. Unfortunately, many writers get a little bit lazy when it comes to the conclusion. They simply restate their claim, restate their 3 supporting ideas, and feel as if they have convinced their audience, but this is not the case. It's so important that you leave your audience with strong ideas, even other examples, to reiterate your claim and leave them satisfied at the end of the essay. And finally, the last page of your research essay is your works cited page. Don't forget to put your works cited page in alphabetical order by the author's last name. You should cite 10 sources, and all those sources must be 2010 to present. And those sources are what give your argument the credibility it needs to truly change the minds of your audience. I want to also help you find the rubric for this assignment. So if you click on Units, and then weeks 11 through 17, and then the academic research essay, you can view the rubric. Always read the rubric and make sure that you understand the rubric, because it is my duty to use these MSU rubrics to the letter, and my grading is graded as well. It is analyzed by the university to ensure that all students taking this course are receiving accurate grades. So make sure that you read and understand the rubric. The first part of the rubric is formatting. You must conform to MLA and make no mistakes to earn full credit for MLA formatting. Even one mistake, the header, what goes on the first page, a citation mistake, knocks you down 5 points. So please make sure that you use your MLA book or the OWL at Purdue and format your paper correctly. The introduction. The writer orients the reader with an organized paragraph made up of 5 to 6 sentences of background information. The writer then states a strong claim with 3 supporting ideas that are relevant to make up the second paragraph of their paper. The introduction, paragraphs 1 and 2, is at least 10 sentences in length with no grammatical errors and hooks the audience with entertaining and college-level vocabulary and word choice. The introduction proves that the writer has a clear understanding of their topic. Again, if you will follow my directions and include all of those pieces without using I think or I believe, then you will earn full credit for your introduction. Transition to your first supporting idea. Writer proves their claim with 3 original and varying paragraphs that explain and define a supporting idea for their audience, including research material that is cited correctly. Please notice that I've given you an example. I always do. The author's last name and page number. If there is no author, then simply cite the title of the essay.